NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bills and the Jaguars, and it's all up next.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visit. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And when you watch Corral play, you have to be impressed with just how fearless he is in any situation. Excellent in the pocket, accurate, ball gets out of his hands quickly. He also can break out and create big plays as well, often with his legs. A tough runner, a tough leader. This guy has big-time potential.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 10 carries, 52 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And Corral will throw it. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Corral looking to throw. And this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Corral to throw on second down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Corral. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, here's Pierce. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Corral here working from the gun. It's complete to Diggs. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 16 carries, 62 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
It's taken to the 26. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Corral looking to throw it.
And it's incomplete.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Corral.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Corral looking for another pass here.
And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. 2nd and a couple as they've got it as we resume action. Throwing, Jones. A short throw to Ingram. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
The Jaguars at 4-3, a game over 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
From the 31, Jones. Claypool with another catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
On the give, here's McBride.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
On second down, here's McBride.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now a run with McBride.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. McCaffrey running up the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones
throws the out route and finds Claypool.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the bootleg, Jones.
To the right side, that's where Tillman is.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones
tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
2nd down and 6 now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Olave over the middle.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Here's Corral on 1st down.
And Diggs has it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Throwing here, Corral. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Bills' 1st down.
And Corral will throw it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Corral. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Corral. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Pierce now up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And Corral will throw it. That's complete to McBride. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Corral. Able to get this one to McBride. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Throwing here, Corral. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Corral. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38.
Now Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Jones on 3rd down. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the 1st down. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. McCaffrey on the counter, fighting him off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't find anyone open. Tucks it away. Takes off and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's McBride. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
74 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Corral to throw on second down.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Can't do that.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Corral.
To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Jacksonville. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brought down by Carlton Davis. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Bills first down.
Another carry for Pierce.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Corral looking to throw it.
He finds his man complete. That's McBride. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Corral looking to throw.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw, Corral.
He finds his man complete. It's McBride. And he'll go down at the 28. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Going for it with Pierce.
Oh, fighting off the defender.
43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And he might have gotten that yard back, and that's about it, as he'll take it only up to about the 20. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing, Jones. Able to get away. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Bills are right back in this football game.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here's Corral on 1st down.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 12. And the Bills' 1st down.
1st down. Here's Corral with it. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Jaguars' 41.
Corral now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To the air again. Here's Corral.
He finds his man, complete. It's McBride. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
4th down, here's Corral.
The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 34-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Another one in the books for us, partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. Let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job?